वेलकम टू स्पीक इजी विद कृति। आज हम बात करने वाले हैं राइटिंग टास्क 1 इन जनरल ट्रेनिंग विच इज अ लेटर राइटिंग। तो ये है मेरे लाइफ लॉन्ग लर्नर यानी कि मेरे हस्बैंड। थोड़े कमजोर हैं बट आई एम गोना ट्राई एंड ट्रेन हिम along with you guys because after giving IELTS now it's his turn to also appear for the same exam. So here is the sample question which I gave him, and I'm going to review it right in front of you guys and tell you exactly what all needs to be kept in mind while writing this letter. So basically, the task which I gave him was to write as me, as Kriti, to an immigration agent, telling him that we are exploring both the options, Canada and Australia, and therefore we'll need some more time to explore our options. So let's review the letter and also see what are grammatical mistakes which are very common that have come up. So, firstly, you've started the letter by saying, "Hi, Mark, hope you're doing well." It's good to start the letter on an informal tone with a greeting. However, you should not write the greeting right in front of the name. It should come below as a new stanza, as a new paragraph, as a new paragraph. So, hope you're doing well. I finally got the result of my IELTS exam and I got a overall band score of 8.5. Well, here's an error which is very common. It should not be a overall, it should be an overall.
अच्छा
Always remember, if you are beginning a word with a vowel sound, then
vowel means A E I O U.
no, that is the trap which all of us fall into. So ये मैं आपको एक छोटा सा difference बता रही हूँ, trick बता रही हूँ. Vowel sound and vowel are different. In classes 1 and 2, you learn that if you see the vowel A, I, O, U, then you should put article "an" before it. And if you see the consonant, which is B, C, D, then you put "a" before it. But the actual rule of grammar says it is the vowel sound. Sound. Now, how do we identify sound? When you say a word, the first sound which comes out of your mouth, what is that? So, when we say overall, what is the first sound?
Like in this case, overall. So, O.
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 O. So now O is a vowel sound.
बिल्कुल.
For ease of use, I am telling you, this is how I explain my primary class students. Vowel sounds are basically the स्वर sound of Hindi. तो हिंदी में जो हमने स्वर होते हैं ना, आ, ई, उ, ए, ऐ, ये होती हैं इंग्लिश की भी वॉवल साउंड्स. अगर इनमें से कोई भी साउंड आ रही है आपके मुंह से तो उससे पहले यू हैव टू पुट आर्टिकल and. So because you say overall, the first sound is O, which is a
So in
swar
this case,
sound.
I
It
will
has
write
to be an
an
overall
overall.
band score of 8.5.
So this is the second mistake.
This is the second mistake. It is really satisfying on achieving the score as now we can target the visa requirements. Okay. So this is your introductory paragraph where you have explained your score to your visa agent because you both were waiting for it, right?
Yes.
So that you can actually judge how many points you can accumulate. Then moving on to the next paragraph, but there is a little change in our plan. Me and Sasha, bummer. So Sasha is a proper noun. So proper nouns have to be always capitalized.
अच्छा.
So remember, in
Agree.
writing
Agree.
tasks, punctuations are extremely important. Even a tiny comma can make a lot of difference. So Sasha, because it's his name and that is a proper noun, you write any names or any names of cities or countries, all of them should be always written with capital letter. ठीक है. So Sasha had a detailed long discussion about the total expenses. Now this is called redundancy of language. You are saying detailed, then you are saying long. So you can actually, this is not how a native English speaker speaks. So you can either write, "We had a long discussion," or you can say, "We had a detailed discussion." So using both of them has become now redundant. It is no more acceptable.
And this
I
is
mean,
correct. Me and Sasha.
no. So I was coming to that. The whenever we are
Sasha and
using
me.
pronouns,
Sasha
yes,
and me.
whenever we are using pronouns, because I am writing this letter, I will write about myself later and the other person who is with me first. So it should be Sasha and not me. Sasha and I. Sasha and I had a detail.
Okay.
So good. So now remember, some people actually write Sasha and me, like they write the other person's name and me. Me is like when you say, "Give this to me."
Hmm.
But when I say मुझे जाना है, then I want to go. So it is Sasha and I,
Sasha
not
and I is
Sasha and me.
sounding good.
We had a detailed discussion about the expenses. Now let's move forward, and you've explained why you are delaying the process through the agent. Your next paragraph, yes, it will be a little difficult for us. Now, we usually say yes, no when we are in a conversation with somebody. Now, we are not having a conversation here. It's not a dialogue exchange, it's a monologue. You're writing a letter. So instead of writing yes, you could have reframed it as I understand. It will be difficult because the language of the letter
Yes,
should be
it will be.
formal. What I really like here and I would appreciate is that you have put a comma after yes. A
Hmm.
lot of people don't know that also, that whenever they are using yes no answers, like have you had breakfast? Answer me.
Yes.
Full sentence.
Yes, I have eaten my breakfast.
So whenever there is an answer like yes I have eaten my breakfast or no I have eaten my breakfast, there has to be a comma after yes or no. So you have put that. However, we will change it to I understand to make it sound more
Formal.
formal. It will be a little
I understand
difficult.
with the comma.
Yes, I
Okay.
understand because commas basically they express pauses. Okay, so I understand. You never say I understand. It will be very robotic.
Hmm.
So I understand. If you get confused with comma, always try and speak the sentence. If you'll know, okay, here I should pause. Like you say things like phrases like in my opinion, then you should always put a comma after that. Okay. So I understand it will be a little difficult for us, but looking at our overall budget, we have decided to go this way. Good. Now, what is the problem with this paragraph?
Which one?
This paragraph which we're looking at,
It's
this
a
paragraph basically has one line. So
yes.
why is it a separate paragraph? Now, if I look at the overall coherence of your letter, coherence is again
The
another
structure.
category for which you get separate marks in this task. Coherence means how is your letter structured, and are the connectors used properly? Are the ideas flowing well in the proper order? So here now you have written only one line in one paragraph. This line can easily be clubbed either with the first paragraph or the second. Now, because in the next paragraph you are already talking about a new proposition which is going to Canada,
Hmm.
I would suggest we take it up
With the previous
with the
paragraph.
previous paragraph.
Okay.
All right, and
So this
now
is
see
now
how it
on.
looks also
This
better.
will be now second, then this third paragraph.
Yes. So first is the introductory paragraph, then you can have 2 to 3 paragraphs in the body of the letter, and finally there should be a concluding paragraph. All right.
Okay.
So the next paragraph, in the meantime, now see, you have used the word mean and time separately. You might think this is how we speak
Yes,
actually.
in the
Actually,
meantime.
you are not used to writing English as much as you are
I'm also
using,
not used to
yeah,
speaking English.
yeah, as
Okay.
much, but writing comes very rarely to you, right?
Yeah.
You hardly do this kind of
And
lengthy
generally there
writing.
is autocorrect also these days in
Yeah,
phone
that is another
and the
drawback.
typewriter.
That's another drawback. So
So
meantime, these are two different
in
words.
the meantime.
Time is a word, mean is a word, like don't be mean to me. Or what I mean to say is these are two separate words, but when they come together, it is called a compound word and it has a totally different meaning,
So
which is
IELTS test in the IELTS
meantime.
test there is no autocorrect.
Not at all. If they give you autocorrect, then how will they check your
Yes.
spellings, right? And your grammar. So in the meantime, now meantime should be coming together as a
Okay.
compound word. Then you put a comma. I told you wherever you feel the need to pause. In the meantime, like you always pause and then you say the next sentence. We are also looking at Canada as a option. Now you tell me what is incorrect or as Sasha's cousin. So what?
As an option
Yes,
because it's
it's
sounding
again
wobbly.
option of the
Oh,
sound is
as an option.
o,
Yeah.
so you have to write
And
an option as Sasha's cousin. What is the error in this sentence?
Sasha S will be capital.
Yes, because it
It
is
is a
a
name, no? I
it is
mean,
a proper noun,
proper
it's a
noun.
name.
Hmm.
Sasha's cousin, she is same age as ours, is also applying for Canada. Now I would like to test whatever I have taught you till now in
Okay.
terms of articles.
Hmm.
So tell me what will come with dash horse. What will come here?
Dash horse?
A or an? What will you fill? A horse and horse.
Oh, horse.
Okay. What about unicorn? Dash unicorn.
N.
And unicorn. Why and unicorn?
E I O U.
It's
U.
starting with U.
So sounding. No, no, no. A unicorn.
Why? Why a unicorn? What is the sound? Focus on the sound and not the letter. This is what I was saying.
U sound. It's a U sound.
It's a year, na?
Yeah
Year.
sound.
When you say unicorn, the sound which comes out of your mouth is year.
Yeah.
तो य is not a स्वर sound ना. अभी मैंने आपको बताया था अ आ इ ई उ ऊ ए ऐ
Hmm.
अंग आहा. These are the
So this
verbal
will be
sounds of.
a unicorn
This
and
will be
unicorn.
a unicorn. Similarly, I have got admission in
Oh.
a university, not an university. All right. What about umbrella?
Um, um, an umbrella.
Correct. So see, umbrella, unicorn, university, they all start with the letter
U.
U, but you
But
have
in the
to
umbrella, it's
focus. Yeah, when you say umbrella, you say the first sound which is coming out of your mouth is
uh,
It is a swar sound, it is a vowel sound. So always focus on the sound. One tricky question. Are you ready?
yeah,
Okay. So dash monkey.
monkey.
Tick tick one.
A
Tick tick
monkey.
two. Okay, correct. A monkey. What about dash MLA? My father is dash MLA.
Hen.
Why N?
Then a umbrella.
See, if your basics are not right, if your concepts are not right, तो यही होगा. आप कभी इस तरफ जाएंगे, कभी इस तरफ जाएंगे. You need to be very sure if your rules are correct.
N
So,
आएगा, N आएगा.
an
N आएगा.
MLA,
अभी तो मैंने सही
yes,
तो बोला
yes.
है.
So I was
यार
just
देखो यार.
testing. I was just testing. So an MLA because
It's sounding right now.
when you say
He is an MLA
it's not about
in
sounding right,
particular
it's also
constitution.
it's not about sounding right. It's the grammar rules. When you say MLA, MP, my father is an MP, she is an MBBS doctor. Why are we saying, although these words are starting with M, capital M, but when you say it, you say M, M. The sound which is coming out of your mouth is A. On the other hand, इन्हीं words का अगर मैं full form use करती हूँ, if I say my father is dash member of parliament and not saying MP, member of parliament, then
Member.
then
Then my
yes,
father is a
because their
member.
sound is member that is the sound. Okay, so always that's a thumb rule. You don't have to look at the letter of the word.
Sound. You have to
Yeah,
use the
you have to
sound.
focus on the sound. All right. So now let's move forward. So we had a long meeting. I think more or less this is fine. And
This is
see,
again different paragraph. I have to
again,
join this.
now see, yes,
Now
exactly.
both of
You're getting the hang of it. There is another one liner which is coming as a separate paragraph. So, because you are talking in this paragraph, now both of us are interested in both the countries and are researching all options. Firstly, do not repeat the same word in such a short sentence
both
twice.
of us.
Instead of writing, now both of us are interested in the two countries. So, paraphrase. Don't use both twice. Okay?
PW.
Always try to look for the
Different word.
yes, different words which are basically synonyms. You have to look for them. Now, this typing is giving me trouble. Yeah. So, and combine it with the previous paragraph because you are already talking about the same thing in
Same
this
thing.
paragraph. All right. The next sentence is also a single line and it's a separate paragraph. So, we will read it and decide whether it should go up or down. In the coming days, Sasha, again, see the same
Capital.
error has been repeated. So, we are going to rectify it. S should be capital. Will also be giving his IELTS exam. So, let's see how it goes. Now, this is basically in continuation. So, we also,
Understood.
yeah. Now, I had a talk with Susie after getting my results. So, who's Susie?
Susie is a person name, so it will be
So,
again capital.
up again, capital. After getting my result, and she was so happy about my score. Talking with both of you has really made her. So, the next paragraph is more or less like the concluding paragraph where you are saying that all the information that you have shared with us so far has been very helpful and it has made us believe that yes, it's possible to migrate if we keep patience. Keep patience, not really. The right phrase to go with it is have patience.
Have patience.
Okay, we don't keep patience, we have to have patience. So, this is another problem. People mug up vocabulary They learn some very nice
But we say
words.
to someone, just keep some patience.
No, no, have
Be
patience.
patient.
Be
Be patient or
patient
have patience.
or have patience.
Oh,
They don't know how to use it in the right context. So please don't fall in the trap of doing the same. If you know the meaning of a word, you know the spelling, still practice using that word in your day-to-day usage, so you know how it is used. Which are the adjoining words which always come with it? It's called collocation. So
qualification.
the yes, the examiner
ये
sees
मेरे
and
लिए
gives
थोड़ा advanced है.
extra points. It gives extra points, if you know, okay, this word will go with this word, they come together. And yes, it's possible, especially the links. So again, here in the previous paragraph, you're thanking them, and in the second last paragraph, you are again giving an example of what help they have given to you, right? So the example
Same
should
paragraph.
come in the same paragraph as the main
Agree.
point, all right? Especially the links of official Australian website that you both shared with us. It has some really critical information here. So that is again, see, what are you talking about? What have they given to you? What have they provided to you?
Website links.
Links.
Official links.
So is it singular or plural? Links.
It has some.
It has some
That has
links.
some.
No, I'm asking links is singular or plural?
I don't know. I don't
Singular.
remember.
Okay, singular means
You can
one,
explain.
plural means more than one.
Okay.
So links is singular or plural?
Links is plural.
Plural, right? So
More than one.
this is another important concept which you all need to brush up, which is called subject verb agreement. Okay, if you're talking about something singular, your verb will also be singular. Like if you are talking about yourself, then you will say I am going. You will not say I are going, right?
Yes.
Similarly, he is going to Canada, not he are going to Canada. Or he was going to Canada, not he
But
were
there is a
going
group
to.
of people.
Yes, so they are going to Canada, or they were going to Canada. So what I'm trying to say is when you're talking about links, they are plural.
So basically, we have to brush up
So
our basic concepts
basic
that we have
concepts
learned
of
early in the early school days.
yes, primary class
That is very
concepts
important.
and maybe the early middle
ऐसे
school
नहीं कि जाते ही
concepts.
आप बस टेस्ट दे आओ.
So
Problem
remember,
हो जाएगी.
especially the links of official Australian website that you both shared with us, it has is wrong here, no? Because you are talking about the multiple links which they had given. So please write they, and since
They
they have
have.
already given those links to you before today, no? So has is wrong.
Have.
We no, you have to use past tense. They had
But the links are still
some.
working. I
No,
will
but
still use
you
it.
see, you started the sentence in past tense,
Uh,
so you will continue it in past tense.
they
In
had
the
some.
in the same sentence, you will not switch from one tense to the other. You have said, especially the links of official Australian website that you had shared with us, they had some really critical information. All right, and because you're already saying they had, you don't have to write there again in the end. This is also part of redundancy. All right, they had
Okay.
some information. Now coming to the last,
This
which is
is.
your conclusion,
So
where
this
you
can be different
show
line.
this is a separate line, this is correctly placed. Hope you understand the situation we are in, but then you need to always, like you start your letter with greetings, you should end also on a positive note and show some kind of future communication which is possible, or what kind of expectations you have there. So you can say first, make, I think it will sound better because grammar wise hoping is better, it's a verb. Hoping you understand the situation we are in and continue to support us like always. Continue to support us, comma, as always.
As
And
always.
yeah, and then full stop. Of course, don't undermine the power of a full stop. These are very important from the examiner point of view. Thank you, Kriti. Instead of writing thank you, it's a formal letter. It will sound much better if you write
Regards.
regards, Kriti. All right.
I need more practice.
Yes, you do. You have a long way to go, but मैं अपने कमजोर स्टूडेंट्स का हाथ नहीं छोड़ती. 3 days से लाइन चुराई है मैंने, but
Oh.
that really is true. And if you also want such informative tips and tricks, watch out this space because we will be doing such practice sessions more often. And like the channel, subscribe to the channel, like our video so that you get notified whenever such video is uploaded. This is Kriti Sharma signing off.